Summerslam. Wait a couple people to get in here. We'll get it cracking. Monday Night Rollins, baby. What's going on, everybody? Hello, let's talk some SummerSlam. Let's go, let's get some people up in here. Let's talk some wrestling. Monster wants to talk wrestling. Thanks, Jordan, I appreciate it, man. We're gonna talk some wrestling. Grown man soap opera, but I got a 7-year-old and I used to watch it, so what the hell? Why not? It helps Mondays go by when Monday Night Football's not on, so. Everybody, welcome to the episode of the Get Up. I'm your man Monster, as you all know, and this is episode, again, whatever the hell, because I don't really care. I haven't started football content yet, so I don't care how many episodes there are. But today is all about WWE SummerSlam. Now, going into it, I had a lot of expectations. I had a lot that I thought was going to happen, and it turns out that I was completely wrong with 95% of it. And that's okay, because the more that I can't predict, that means the product's good. I can't predict it. It shocks me. Okay, that didn't go my way. So, I'm going to rip through these fairly fast, so bear with me here. I want to get everybody in, get everybody out by the time Raw starts at 8 o'clock, because I know I want to tune in and see what happened after last night. So I'm going to rip through some of the undercards here a little much. Rusev and Lana versus Selena Vega and Andrade and Almas. It ended how I thought it would go end. You know what I mean? Some cheese, little interference. It wasn't a match I really didn't care about. So Rusev and Lana and Almas and Vega, whatever. These do contain spoilers if you haven't seen SummerSlam yet. So that moves me on to the second match that I gotta be honest, folks. I could give a rat's ass about the Cruiserweight division. Any of them. And the ugly belt. Like, I have no interest in 205 Live. I get up and do other stuff when Cruiserweights come on. They're doing a shitty job with it. Like, just let Triple H write it. So, Cedric Alexander maintained his title against Drew Gulak. Whatever. I don't care. Let's move on to the B team versus the Revival. Now, this one, I like the B team. I like it. I like that you took two jobbers. You're giving them a run with the belts. They deserved it for being Mrs. Whipping Boys for a year. You know what I mean? So it's good to see that they're kind of getting rewarded with it. You know what I mean? Bray Wyatt's brother deserves a title too. So let little Bo Dallas have his title run. You know what I mean? I like it. I like the B team. The Revival, I don't get the gimmick. Like, they're two chubby guys. Like, they're okay, but marketability and pizzazz and all that, they're not there for me. Like, the Revival don't do it for me at all. So, it's good that the B team one kept their titles. They're not going to keep it for long. It's going to end. You know what I mean? The fairy tale ends. This is the Cinderella Sweet 16 story that they're going to hold the belts. But you got to have those feel-good stories. So, I like the B team. I hope they hold it for a little while longer. I just hope that they don't make the gimmick go stale and keep it on too long. So, that brings me to the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers. This one actually kind of surprised me. Okay? I like the Bludgeon Brothers are a great team. Just get rid of the dumb gimmick. Just get rid of the plastic rubber hammers and your leotards and just dress normal. You don't need the stupidness. Keep the mask though. I do like the mask. Monster likes masks. Write that down. So it kind of shocked me that the New Day won. Especially considering that Big E is set to get a real huge solo push in the upcoming year. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how long New Day keeps the belts. But I liked it. I love the New Day. Come on, Bootios? Everybody loves Bootios. New Day's been entertaining for years. I hated them when they first came out. But then, it's all New Day. I love the New Day. They entertain the hell out of me. So I was happy with that match. I'm glad to see that they took the belts. So, then let's get into the meat and potatoes of this pay-per-view so far. All right, Seth versus Dolph for the Intercontinental Belt. Now, these are two of the greatest in-ring performers that we have today. Okay, I think the greatest in-ring performer, wrestler right now is AJ Styles. If you don't agree with me, go get your own show and say who you think the best is. But here, I think AJ Styles is the best in-ring performer right now. But Seth and Dolph are definitely in the top 5, okay? This match was exactly what I thought it would be. It was exciting. They brought the crowd to their feet. There's plenty of fake falls. And in the end, I liked the end too. I liked the way it ended. It was convincing as Seth going over. And it doesn't take anything away from Dolph. You know what I mean? Dolph's the top guy. He's never gonna be viewed. I don't know if you know, Dolph Ziggler is one of the top 5 paid guys in WWE. Dolph makes cash. Don't think that Dolph's just a jobber. Dolph makes a lot of money. He's a good guy. And he knows how to wrestle. So I like the fact that Monday Night Rollins, nobody's hotter than Monday Night Rollins. Okay? But I'm going to say this. I hope Seth Rollins loses the belt at Hell in a Cell, the next pay-per-view. The reason being, they need to put Seth back in the Universal title picture. Okay? Seth is, okay, you're the Intercontinental Champion, but that's more Miz shit. You know what I mean? That's more Miz level talent. Now, don't get me wrong. I think The Miz is one of the greatest performers today. His mic skills are unmatched. I think The Miz's character is fantastic. But he's not WWE Champion fantastic. He's not Universal Champion fantastic. He's Intercontinental Belt Champion fantastic. And I think Seth is just a bigger star than that. It's Monday Night Rollins, folks. He burns it down. So I like the fact they gave him the title. He deserved it. And it was a big pay-per-view. What shocked me is 5 titles changed hands. 5. Now, I knew the women's kind of were because it came out that Vince is unhappy with both women's champions. So it only made sense for him to put it on the 2 strongest females that he has in the company. But we'll get to those matches. So, again, Seth and Dolph, they tore it down. They put on a great performance, as I knew they would. So I was really looking forward to that match. That match didn't disappoint me. I liked the way it ended. So good job, WWE, on that match. Now, next up, like I said, I'm going to fly through them fast. I'm going to get you guys in and out of here today with the SummerSlam stuff. Get you ready for Monday Night Raw. So this is going to be a quick one. Braun versus KO. Now, I'm laughing because just how the match was. All right. I actually envisioned, and I said it before on the preview, that I actually envisioned that if you, a scenario, they're not going to let Braun beat Brock, okay? They're not going to let it happen, because then who the hell beats Braun Strowman? You know what I mean? If you take the Beast and you let him fall to Braun, who beats Braun? They're going to have a problem on their hands. So I kind of knew that wasn't going to work out. So I thought that Kevin Owens was going to somehow come up with the Money in the Bank contract, and that's how they were going to do the title. I didn't have any idea that they were going to do it the way that it was done in the end. So the fact that they just let Braun just run through KO and completely destroy him, I giggled. I laughed. That's exactly how it should be, because that's real life. If Braun got pissed at Kevin Owens at a bar, that's exactly how it would turn out. Don't be fooled. Yeah, it's predetermined, but whatever. We still like it. And if you don't like it, then what the hell are you doing watching my podcast? Because we're talking about it. So Braun vs. KO, it made me giggle inside with glee. I thought it was funny as hell. That's exactly how it should have went down. And I'm glad they didn't waste a lot of time on it. Because we all knew, you know what I mean, it was going to happen. But I honestly thought KO was going to figure out a way to get the Money in the Bank contract. And I thought WWE was going to brick it again. But they didn't. And I'm proud of them for that. Thumbs up, WWE, for not goofing this matchup. So, that brings me to the SmackDown Ladies Championship match. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, and Mella is Money. I don't think Carmella's that pretty. I'm sorry. I just don't. I don't. You know, I'm not judging her. She's fantastic. She's a pretty... She doesn't do it for a monster. I don't know why. You know what I mean? But I kind of, like I stated earlier, I kind of knew that this match was going to go the way of Charlotte because with the Women's Evolution pay-per-view coming up, they're going to put the belt on the 2 strongest females in the company. And right now, that's exactly who has them. It's the white-hot Ronda Rousey, and it's Charlotte Flair. Now, Charlotte Flair, it's hard to explain because she kind of reminds me of AJ Styles in this aspect. It's easier to write her story when she's the champion. Just like it's easier to promote AJ and his storylines when he's the champion. I agree Becky should have won. But Becky's time's coming. Don't be fooled. I think they got something for Becky. I think she's paying her dues right now. But the way it ended was kind of, it was anticlimactic for me. You know what I mean? I kind of knew they were going to give it to Charlotte. I knew she was going to drop the belt. Because like I said, Vince was unhappy with both ladies champions and the way they've been performing. So this is the perfect opportunity to strip them and start over for the next 6 months, because you don't go 6 months to 6 months between SummerSlam and WrestleMania, and then they shake stuff up. So I definitely think Becky should have won. I was rooting for Becky. I didn't like Carmella. I didn't like her as champion. I thought it was kind of whatever. It's like the R-Truth of the ladies division being champion. Like I didn't see it lasting long. Like she wasn't believable. Like the Ellsworth thing was done before. I thought they beat it to death. So it'll be a lot better storylines going forward with Charlotte. And I look forward, honestly, to the Evolution pay-per-view with the ladies. I do. All ladies pay-per-view. Let's see what they got. Let's see if they can hold the show. I think if it's written correctly, let Triple H write it. Let Triple H write it. And it'll go on fantastic. I just don't understand the whole bringing Trish Stratus back to fight Alexa Bliss. Like, it's not a storyline. But whatever. We'll get into that before Women's Evolution. You know what I mean? So, we'll move on from that one. And we'll go to The Miz and Daniel Bryan. This is a sticky situation, folks, and here's why. Daniel Bryan's still not re-signed by the WWE. And rumor has it that he may not. So, this was supposed to be a match that was built up all the way to WrestleMania. The blood they have between these guys, it was very, very rushed to get it on at SummerSlam, because WWE's not sure if Daniel Bryan's going to be around. His contract expires on my birthday, actually, September 1st. So they weren't sure, so they had to push this match to at least get it on. So that's why it was on at SummerSlam, and that's also why The Miz went over. There's no reason in hell that The Miz should go over on Daniel Bryan, just coming back, being white hot. That tells me right there that the WWE is not confident that Daniel Bryan's going to resign. So they put the match on, they kind of rush it, and they put The Miz over. Now, if he does resign, they're going to have to redo it, and they'll probably get another matchup at WrestleMania or what have you. And I hope that happens. I think it's a great rivalry. Both of them are good. It's good to see Daniel Bryan back. And like I said, I love The Miz. The Miz is a bad guy. Oh, The Miz sucks. I hate The Miz. That's his job to get you to say that. So if you're saying that, he's doing his job. He's a great, great heel. He's one of the best heels in WWE. And love him or hate him, you know what I mean? He doesn't break character. I got a lot of respect for The Miz. So he went over, like I said, on Daniel Bryan. I hope Daniel Bryan doesn't leave. I don't see him going to New Japan. I just don't. I don't see Brie going over there. I watch Total Bellas, so what? I love it. And Total Divas. And The Miz and Maurice. I eat it all up. I like seeing what they do behind the scenes. This shit's interesting to me. So, I don't think that he's going to go over there, because Brie's life is here. Birdie's here. You know what I mean? Her businesses are here. Birdie B's here. So, I don't see her picking up and moving to Japan. So, I don't know. The Daniel Bryan thing, I don't see him going to Ring of Honor. I don't see him going any of the littler ones. The cash isn't there. You know what I mean? The cash isn't there. The stage isn't there. So I hope they get it done. I hope Daniel Bryan stays in WWE. But that's why that match went the way it was. So let's go to the Demon. About time, Finn Balor. Holy, dude, we've been just itching. Me and my son sit here every pay-per-view. Dad, when's the Demon going to come out? Oh, he only comes out pay-per-views. Last 3 pay-per-views. Dad, where's the Demon? Oh, I don't know. Finn Balor's making me look like a liar because he usually brings it out at pay-per-views. But to see the Demon come out last night, oh, it was SummerSlam. I was praying. I sent my son a picture of it. He was like, because his ass mama's right now till Tuesday. So he'll catch it with me tomorrow. But just seeing the Demon, we needed it. And the thing that sucks about Finn Balor is Vince doesn't view him as a top flight guy. And that's going to keep him down. And that absolutely sucks. I love Finn Balor. He was more than capable of carrying the Universal Championships. It sucks that he got hurt the match that he wanted, because I think that would have been a great run leading in to the next WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar, which was what was originally supposed to happen, until Seth Rollins injured another guy. I'm so glad he tightened up his wrestling, and he's not a danger like he was. Seth Rollins hurt a lot of people. So I'm glad that he came back. The whole Baron Corbin thing, the Constable thing, to me is stupid. It's just dumb. Like, it's a dumb character. It just tells me that WWE has no idea what to do creatively with this guy, because their creative team right now sucks. It sucks. And it worries the shit out of me, okay? Because let's say you got young kids like right now, like the Velveteen Dream in NXT. If you don't watch NXT, you're a moron. It's way better than WWE right now. Raw, SmackDown, NXT beats it for me. NXT is just phenomenal because Triple H writes it, not Vince. So it worries me that people like the Velveteen Dream that are on the verge of coming up, what's going to happen once he's out of the creative hands of Triple H? Is he going to turn into Bobby Roode? Bobby Roode was fantastic in NXT. Triple H built him up perfect. And then he goes to the main roster and he gets lost in the sauce. Why wasn't Bobby Roode at SummerSlam? You know what I mean? It just, I hate seeing talent get lost on the main roster because they don't write proper stories. There's not proper build-up for them. You know what I mean? And it's going to get worse if they decide to merge brands again. Yeah, there's talk that they're going to bring SmackDown and Raw back together again for one big roster. That's only going to push that talent out. And we're going to see the same matches over and over again. They're just going to rotate. And it's just that ruins the product. Which brings me to Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. Now, as I stated earlier, to me, AJ Styles is the best in-ring performer in WWE. He reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels. The dude's athletic, he brings it, he's not scared to take risks, and he looks good while he does it. He knows how to sell, and he knows how to wrestle. And Samoa Joe, too. I love Samoa Joe. I would have had no problem seeing Joe choke him out and take that belt. I love Samoa Joe's character. I love his brashness. I love how cocky he is. He's the Samoan bulldozer. Like, he's the real Samoan bulldozer. Not Umaga, Samoa Joe. So I would have loved to see Joe take it. I kind of knew he wasn't going to. AJ Styles is going to have the belt for a long time. Vince likes AJ. And again, like I said, it's easier to write stories with AJ. They need to bring the Bullet Club back. Bring the Bullet Club back, for Christ's sakes. Like, Gallows and Anderson's already there. You can work Finn in there. Like, it would be so awesome. But Vince won't do it because Vince McMahon hates factions. He bitched and complained about DX, but it got over because Triple H was, kind of and Stephanie, So he got that over. And I thought the same thing too. That Styles clash, AJ barely got that up. I thought Samoa Joe was done on the neck, but it was a good match. I think the ending sets up another match. I think that's why it ended the way it did with the DQ. What's up, Richie? I think it ended the way it did with the DQ because it's going to set up another match. It's going to set up another match because Samoa Joe and AJ went at it. Outside of WWE, they had one of the greatest rivalries. Same thing with AJ and Shinsuke. It's another character they're wasting. Stop with the low blows crap with Shinsuke. He's a great performer, and you're just giving him a stupid gimmick of low blows and all this. It's just, it's stupid. So, 5 titles changed hands at SummerSlam. So, it's a shakeup. It's a major shakeup. I would have loved to see Joe take that match. It was a brutal match. They sold the hell out of it. The angles with the family, Joe grabbing the mic at the end on the table. Like, it was great. I think they're setting up for another match in this rivalry. And that's fine because I like seeing AJ Styles and Samoa Joe go at it. So that one for me was great. I think that finishes the first page. And we move on. All right. Shinsuke versus Jeff Hardy. This match to me was eh. It was eh. There was some high flying. There was some acrobatics. But that's what you expect from these two. Like, that's nothing out of the norm for them. Hell in the Cell should be good. Hell in the Cell should be good if they do the matches right. So I knew Shinsuke would win. Jeff Hardy's hurt. I don't know if you guys know. Jeff Hardy needs surgery. So they're kind of getting him out of the storyline as quickly as possible. He was hurt. He felt the most pain when Shinsuke won the belt. That's why he hit him with the low blow. Kinshasa. It was over in 6 seconds. So Jeff Hardy's just kind of working through the pain right now. Now that SummerSlam's over, expect to see Jeff Hardy disappear for a while. Hey, Obi-Wan, Jeff's one of the bottom. Yeah, the Swanton Bomb on the apron was nuts. And like I said, he's going through some pain. So the fact that he even went with that, that's a testament to Jeff Hardy. You know what I mean? The dude's in pain. He needs surgery. And he's just, go balls deep for the fans, man. Like, I respect the hell out of it. Yeah, Matt Hardy's thinking about early retirement. And you can't blame him. You see Matt Hardy move in the ring. He's slow. He looks like an old man in the ring. He looks like Monster would if Monster was in the ring. But I'd gorilla press slam his ass and get the 1, 2, 3. Because that's how Monster does wrestling. So I knew Shinsuke would kind of win in this one. It was whatever to me. I kind of knew this match was irrelevant. Both two good guys, whatever. So let's move to the Raw Tag Team Women's match, or the Raw Tag Team, the Raw Title match. Ronda and Alexa Bliss. Now, the first couple impressions I got of Ronda were, all right, she's rough around the edges. She doesn't have mic skills. What's her wrestling gonna be? But I gotta tell you, folks, from day one to SummerSlam, holy crap, Ronda Rousey's impressing me. I love the judo throws. She just whips people around like she probably kicked my ass. You know what I mean? She's just whipping people over her shoulder. You know what I mean? I love all that. And she works in wrestling. She's not scared to take bumps. She took big ass bumps in that match. Bumps that Brock Lesnar don't take. You know what I'm saying? She got down and she grinded, and she should. So I have no problem with them putting the belt on her. She's absolutely white hot right now. She's showing that she can wrestle, and she has the respect of her peers. I just don't know why she looked like a raccoon yesterday. Like the eye makeup. I don't get it. It looked horrible. You look like a raccoon. You know what I mean? Like, just get rid of that stupid shit on the side of your face. Nobody needs to see that. You're Ronda Rousey. So, the fact that she won clean, I knew she was going to go over. She's going to go to Evolution as the champion. And we're going to see where it goes from there. I like that because with Ronda Rousey as the champion, there's so many new storylines they can write. There's so many fresh storylines because she hasn't really rivaled with anybody. You know what I mean? She hasn't built any hatred, or anything towards anybody. So they can take that in a couple different directions. So hopefully they don't drop the ball on it. Hopefully WWE Creative comes up with something good for Ronda Rousey to do, and we don't see her stall out or the character gets stale or what have you. So that's my hope for that. I'm glad Ronda won. I think she deserves it, and I can't wait to see what's going on in Raw in 7 minutes. 7 minutes, I got to wrap this up. All right, let's get to Roman and Brock. I thought Roman was going to beat Brock and under some BS, and then Kevin Owens was going to come out and cash in. Because like I said, I thought Kevin Owens was going to win that match. I like the fact that Braun came out before and told him, hey, whoever wins, you're going to get these hands. So the way they kind of wrote Brock out of the final, or wrote Braun out of the final scene, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I had a feeling he wasn't going to be involved in the decision. But the fact that he is no longer champion and Roman took it clean, 1, 2, 3, good Lord. Goodbye, Brock. Just leave. We're so tired of it. And there's no, a lot of people say, hey, Monster, well, he might go to the UFC and the both belts. It's not prestigious. It's a fake title. The WWE belt's not real. You don't earn it. Well, I'm sorry. You don't win it. You earn it. It's like Employee of the Month. Like, if you do good at your job, that's the trophy they give you. Like, there's no respect for it in the UFC. You don't have to knock anybody's teeth out. You just have to have Vince say, all right, we're going to get you the belt. And you get the belt. There's no prestige. There's no point taking it to the UFC. It's not going to be respected like that. You know what I mean? So, goodbye to him. At least we know now that the belt's going to be on TV. We're going to see a champion. It's going to be defended. And we don't have to worry about Brock Lesnar. The only thing I hope is, please, God, keep Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is the best guy on the microphone in the WWE. He helps out creatively. And, God, I love Paul Heyman. Keep Paul Heyman around. Put him on somebody else. And I will be absolutely fine with that. So, I was happy overall. I gave SummerSlam a B+. I gave it a B+ because I love the Roman outcome. They finally let it happen clean. Get Brock out of here. Get that whole storyline out of here. I'm so tired of it. I'd rather pay child support for another 10 years than listen to more Brock Lesnar. And everybody knows that I'm not going to do that. So I would like to see Paul Heyman go with Roman Reigns. I think that would be hilarious. I think Roman would be a great bad guy. So I gave it a B+. I was happy overall with it. I'm glad that it went down the way it went down. The matches were good. Like I said, I gave it a B+. I was very happy with it. Now, what I'm going to say here, I'm going to leave this. We got 5 minutes left before I wrap this up. None of these matches at SummerSlam were even the best matches of the weekend. If you missed NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, you missed the boat. It blew SummerSlam out of the water. The 2 best matches of the weekend weren't even in SummerSlam. Okay? They were EC3 versus the Velveteen Dream, and they were Ricochet versus Adam Cole for the North American title. That was the match of the weekend out of everybody. NXT, WWE, Adam Cole, and Ricochet tore it down. That was a fantastic match. If you haven't seen it, go on the WWE Network and watch it. Same thing with EC3 versus the Velveteen Dream. I'm a huge Velveteen fan. I love the kid's athleticism. He's young. He's brash. His character goes over. Like I said, I just hope when he gets to the WWE main roster, he doesn't get lost in the sauce like Bobby Roode seems to be getting lost. You know what I mean? So, we got 4 more minutes to Raw. I'm going to give everybody time to get beer. That's it for me. That's my recap of SummerSlam here on the Get Up. And if you didn't notice, it was PG-13. Monster didn't want to cuss a lot. You know why? Because my son says, hey, Dad, how come I can't watch you talk about wrestling? But don't worry, next week we're talking football, and I'll be back with more cussing and swearing and doing all that stuff and chugging beers, and you know how we get down. I'm going to have more football content. But this week it was all about SummerSlam. So I'll be back again next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell coming up. I'll be back with a pre-thought, a prediction, you know what I mean? And then I'll be on afterwards to give my thoughts again. We're going to do this every pay-per-view. I don't have enough content or time to do a weekly wrestling show. It would be awesome. I love talking wrestling. I love seeing you folks when I talk wrestling. So we'll see. I might put the show back on Instagram next week. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Or I may just have it on my own Facebook. We'll see what happens. I may do it on my Facebook. So Richie, everybody that watched, I love you guys. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. I'll see you guys when I see you. I'm Monster. I'm out of here like Vladimir in 5th gear from last year.